What's up, ladies? What's up, ladies? All right, beautiful. I actually just realized I forgot to tell my gals to share this. Okay, amazing. Hello. All right, ladies, today we're going to talk about the best rep range for fat loss as we get this question all the time. Okay, so you might be feeling like, one rep range is for fat loss, one rep range is for hypertrophy. What do I do? Or I mean, for strength, right? One's for strength, one's for hypertrophy. What am I supposed to do? I just want to lose fat, be toned, feel so good in my body. So, what rep range is the most optimal rep range? I am here to tell you there is no such thing. It is so important to go through all the rep ranges. So, let's dive into why. And I'm going to reference my notes here. So, I keep looking down, okay? So here's partly what's causing the problem. The first thing is you're exercising to lose fat. And I know it seems like, of course, I'm exercising to lose fat. That's what I'm supposed to do. But in reality, your nutritional protocol is really what helps you lose all the fat. So if you're utilizing exercise to lose the fat, unfortunately, you're leaving so many gains on the table, and it's just a very inefficient process. Our exercises should be utilized to build and shape your body. This is for the women who want to build and shape their body because every type of lifting is designed for someone different. For example, strongman is not designed for physique shaping. You know what I mean? CrossFit is designed for power, for performance. It's not designed to shape your physique. Powerlifting is designed to lift as heavy as possible. It's not designed to build and shape your body, right? So at Queens of Iron, we specialize in physique shaping, which is building and crafting this feminine, strong, beautiful physique. So make sure when you're listening to advice, because there's so much out there and so many of you feel like, what am I supposed to listen to? And you really need to think about, what result do I want and who is the person talking to? Because that's how you know, is this right for me? At Queens of Iron, we talk to women who want to build and shape a body they're really proud of, to feel fit, to feel feminine, to be strong, to live, in all your years in strength and body freedom and feeling good in your skin and in your clothes, while also learning how to take care of your body nutritionally and being able to enjoy your social life, because it's not about having one or the other. Fit body with abs, you feel strong, you feel amazing, or being able to go out to eat or go to social events or do the summer activities and the boating. You can absolutely have both, and that really is what we teach here, okay? So here's what's causing the problem. If you're exercising to lose fat, right? Like I said, you can get all your fat off through nutrition alone, completely. You can totally recomp your body in terms of getting rid of fat. Well, not really building muscle, but in terms of getting rid of fat, right? Changing your body composition, nutrition alone, doing no exercise. So exercise should be utilized to build and shape your body and to strengthen your stabilizer muscles, like your shoulders, your low back, your knees, right? Mobility, performance, that type of thing. But again, lifting should never be utilized to lose body fat. Okay. That means there's a kink in the system. If you're feeling like, yeah, but I need to exercise because I overeat on the weekends, or I need to exercise more because I do this. I totally understand that. And I can see why logically that makes sense. But the more wise approach would be to say, I'm going to keep lifting to get me to my physique goals, to build and shape my body to the way I want to look and feel, so I feel confident in my skin, to make sure my body's being taken care of, while I focus on the habits of my nutrition, my compliance, eating out, and so on. Okay. But again, we're talking through reps on this video, so I'm going to stick to that. Okay. So here's the thing. One rep range will never, ever, 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 ever get you to where you want to go. And in reality, all rep ranges are very important. Is it true that 4 to 6 reps is for strength? I would say maybe 5 to 7, because usually when you go to like 2 to 4, it's power, right? Power, like a snatch, a clean, and a jerk, and so on. Then let's say around 5 to 7 is strength. Yes. Around 8 to 12 is hypertrophy. Yes. Let's say 13 and beyond is more like endurance. Yes. However, when your body has different stimuli placed on it, so a new challenge, an unknown challenge, it has to change. When you go through the same rep range week after week, after month, after month, after month, your body's like, bleh, I'm used to this. I don't need to work as hard to figure it out because I'm already comfortable here, which means less results, right? our central nervous system needs new stimuli to change. And it's absolutely true for our muscles. We must go under varying loads of stimuli. That it also is true though for your lifestyle, right? Let's say you're only doing 12 reps, but then you need to move your house or your child's house. And you're like, I can't lift this because I'm only strong under 12 reps. You know what I mean? And so remember like what plays into life, because we don't just want to be strong in the gym. Of course, we want to be strong for everyday life, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the things. Mentally, it is much harder for some to go through 18 reps than it is for 6. For others, it's swapped. Therefore, it's so vital to go through those to build mental resilience, because the gym is not just for building muscle. It's for building mental resilience to grow as a woman, to grow as a human, to grow in your distress tolerance. I love that word, to grow in your distress tolerance, not to avoid it, not to find the perfect thing, but to grow as a whole person, right? Additionally, single limb exercises or more like therapy work, things like that, you often usually do a higher rep because not always, but sometimes you don't load them as much, right? So if you're choosing one rep range, again, you're leaving so many gains on the table mentally and physically, but also like, what about your stabilizer work? What is stabilizer work? Stabilizer work is like making sure your rotator cuffs are very strong, making sure that your low back, that all those little muscles that keep you injury free are strong. This is the problem with using machines too much. Machines stabilize for you, which is great. You can lift heavier. There's a lot of benefits to that. But if you only use machines, your stabilizer work or your stabilizers don't get the work. So what happens? Injury, burnout. You just can't lift as heavy. You're not making as many strength gains. Why? Because your stabilizers can't catch up. Women who are a little bit older, your joints, your ligaments, your tendons are holding you back. It may be because you're doing too many machines and not enough stabilizer work. It's so vital to be balanced and strong as a whole woman, right? Now, the same goes with if you're only doing work for hypertrophy, which is that 8 to 12 rep range, which yes, is designed for muscle size. It's a beautiful thing. But you guys, let's get uncomfortable. For some, it's like, yes, 6 to 8 reps. But for some, that's uncomfortable because you're lifting so heavy. At 6 to 8 reps, you can lift more because the reps are lower. And so you think, but I don't want to push too heavy. I might hurt myself. It's like, well, that's the beautiful reason that we don't use machines too often. And we do more barbell, dumbbell, that type of work to make sure that we're perfecting our form to be strong as a woman in the real world and to build and shape our body. It's important to do the stabilizer work and to do the higher rep to be safer and more efficient in the lower rep. You know what I'm saying? The lower rep is so good for strength. It's so good for your mind. It's so good for your body, and it's vital, but it's not the only way. Here's the other thing though. You don't want to be changing your reps every day or every week or anything like that. At Queens of Iron, typically our clients do the same exercises for about 4 weeks, some 5 and some 6, but typically about 4 weeks, right? Week number 1, you're getting used to your new movements. You're used to your new exercises, things like that. Week 2, you're really honing in the movement patterns. You're getting a good feel. You're like, okay, cool, I got this, I'm down. Week 3 and 4, you're hitting PRs, personal records, right? You're lifting heavier and heavier. Boom, then it switches again. Your exercises switch again. So your body's constantly changing because that central nervous system is getting a change, is getting a hit. It's saying, I can't do what I'm used to doing. I have to do something different. Now I have to work harder, which then is more change. So it's about changing your rep schemes every 4 to 6 weeks, not any earlier. And I would say not any later than 8 weeks, but I don't see the purpose of 8 weeks. To be honest, ladies, I feel like that's lazy. It's like, why would we do it for 8 weeks? Why not do 4 to 6? I feel like 4 is such a beautiful sweet spot, right? So maybe the first 4 weeks you're doing 8 reps. Maybe the second 4 weeks you're doing 12. Maybe the third 4 weeks you're doing 10. But it's not just reps, ladies. Remember, so like I said, we specialize in physique shaping, very strategically placing muscle in the right places. But in addition to that, which builds and shapes your body intentionally, it's not just random workouts, general fitness. It's like, what do you want to look like? Cool. Let's create the plan to get there. It's amazing. There's so much control, but it's not just about reps. It's about changing your exercises, such as a single leg hip thrust versus a barbell hip thrust. Radically different. If women do a single leg hip thrust or stabilizer work or higher reps, they say, well, I'm weaker. I'm not as strong, so this isn't working for me. Or something's wrong because I can't lift as much. It's like, well, of course you can't lift as much because number one, you're doing more reps. Number two, it's causing different muscles to fire, or your muscles to fire differently or work a little bit differently. That's not a bad thing. When we challenge ourselves in that way and put the ego aside, and as women, it's like, oh, that's not my ego. I'm just trying to be fit. I'm trying to be healthy, strong, all the things. Yes, you are, but allow yourself to feel weak. I know it sucks, trust me, but it is actually making you stronger. It's not fun to lift 15s, lateral raise, or maybe some of you 10s for 15 reps when normally you're doing higher at lower rep. It's fun to lift heavy. It's fun to feel strong. But trust me, at higher reps, lower weight, find mentally why it's fun. I'm getting stronger in my mental resilience. I'm getting stronger in my emotional resilience because doing a shoulder press for 18 reps or a deadlift for 18 reps sucks. But it's actually amazing because it's challenging you mentally to endure, increasing your distress tolerance, which makes us so strong and powerful when we can handle more and it doesn't shake us as much. You can develop that skill in the weight room, which is so cool. And it bleeds over into every area of your life, which is so cool. It's so cool. Okay, beautiful. The other thing too, ladies, that I just want to throw in there, because I said it's not just about rep range, it's about movement variety, right? So I was talking about the single leg hip thrust to a barbell hip thrust. Same with a single leg deadlift to a conventional deadlift, to a sumo deadlift, to a snatch grip deadlift, right? I think so many of you say, I'm going to go in the gym. I know squatting is good, and no shame. You only know what you know, right? I know lunges are good. I know all these things are good, so I'm going to do those things. But what about all the tiny little variables of movement of that same movement pattern? So when I say movement pattern, I mean a deadlift. Okay, well, what are all the not all, but what are some of the varieties of a deadlift movement pattern? A single limb deadlift, a sumo squat deadlift, a snatch grip deadlift, right? Alternating grip deadlift. There's so many. All of those pieces are very important. Why? Same reason why it's important to do different rep schemes. It challenges our brain different. It challenges our body different. It challenges our central nervous system differently, which creates a different stimuli, which causes us to grow and change. So you're getting better results for the time that you're already putting in. So win-win. And it keeps it way more fun, just saying. But also, it's about tempo. It's about rest times. It's about conditioning versus what is my intent for this phase of training? When I say phase of training, that's like a 4-week block. What is my intent here? What muscles am I trying to grow? Where is my volume going? I think sometimes we put a magnifying glass on what rep scheme do I need to do? It's like, honey, what do you mean? That's what color of apple should I eat? It's literally like that. What color of apple should I eat? It's like, what are you talking about? Let's learn to hit your carbs. You know what I mean? It's such a zoomed in focus when we need to pull way back and be like, whoa, there's way more strategy. There's way more variables that need to be discussed. Okay. Especially when it comes to nutritional protocol, if you're using reps to determine what's best for fat loss. Okay. All right, you guys, cool. All right, let me look through my notes to see what else I have. Beautiful, beautiful, boom. All right, so here's such a big piece that I feel like women who are asking, what's the best rep scheme to lose fat or rep range to lose fat? I believe, and I could be wrong, what I think you're trying to do is saying, I'm trying to find the thing that works for me. I'm trying to find the thing that works for me. And that's a huge mistake. And again, you only know what you know, no shame. It's okay. We've all been there. But the problem is you're focused on one thing when you need to be focused on the whole woman, right? Our framework here has 3 parts: physique, shaping, lifting, the right macros and nutrition for your body, your lifestyle, your stress levels, all the things, and lifestyle. Ladies, that's such a missing piece. Yes, physique shaping, lifestyle, because you don't know what you don't know. And you think, well, maybe I need to give it more time with my workouts. My body's not looking how I feel like it should. I'm putting in so much work. Maybe I need to give it more time. It's like, no, you don't need to give it more time. You need the right plan for your body, right? You need the right change in your lifting routine. You need the right macros for your body, yes, but you need to learn and how to and have permission to say, I can go eat out every single day if I want to and still see my abs year round. Yes, that's the thing. I literally do it. Literally, because that's my me time for a second. So I need that. Sure, I choose healthy options naturally, but it's not about that. I think so many women feel like I have to be perfect or I'm going to put myself in a box to be fit. Hell no, you don't need to do that. But what you do need to do is really find the blueprint that you need for you and your lifestyle, which doesn't look the same as the woman next to you. Physique shaping workouts, sure, they actually work for everyone. No two women are the same. Not as much in the physique shaping. Like we have a program, a self-led workout program called Physique Shaping Secrets. It's not our one-on-one coaching. It's like a DIY. Here's 6 months of physique shaping workouts. Your body will radically change. It's amazing. It's beautiful. But your nutrition is never the same as the woman next to you. Your lifestyle is never the same as the woman next to you. I know my lifestyle is abnormal. My trainers don't have that lifestyle. Yet all of us find the way to be super fit and healthy in our own skin, clients as well, amidst all the change, amidst all the chaos, amidst all the stress, amidst the life. And you guys can find that too, but it doesn't come from what's the best rep scheme for my workouts. It doesn't come from, I just need a meal plan or I just need to find the thing. It actually comes from what building blocks do I need to be fit and healthy, to live my life in a way that I enjoy, which creates sustainability and see the results that I want to see. And it always requires whole foods. It always requires stability work, because if you don't do stability work, your body can create muscle imbalances. You can create injury. Your bigger muscles can't grow as well because your body's not supported, right? Things that we've already talked about. But my point is, ladies, it's such a holistic strategy that must take place for you to succeed. So if you're asking yourself, what rep scheme do I need to lose fat? Let's chat. I have a free guide for you. Actually, I meant to offer that. I have a free guide, ladies, if you would like it. It's called Macro Tracking Tips for Body Recomp. There's also exercise tips and videos and tricks in there. If you would like that, just comment an emoji and I'll email it to you, or I'll email it to you. I'll direct message it to you on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're watching this, or YouTube, wherever you're watching this, okay? But this is going to help you identify, am I actually on the right macros? What things do I need to change? Am I actually lifting in a way that works for my body? Am I doing the things, all the foundational pieces, nutrition, lifting, lifestyle, that I need to be super healthy and fit? So it's a guide to give you a lot of free tips, a lot of advice, and a lot of, how do I say, we have food lists and a lot of tools for success. That's what I was trying to say. So if you'd like that, you can drop an emoji, okay? And if you're interested in that Physique Shaping Secrets program, that self-led program, you can drop PSS, like Papa, PSS below, and I'll shoot you over some info. We'll talk through that to make sure it's a good fit and things like that as well. But if you're feeling like, what rep schemes are best for me, shoot me a message. Let's talk, because that's not it. And so if you're asking yourself that question, there's so many other pieces that are missing. And so if you want to chat through that, no obligation. I'm really very much just here to help and support, because I've been on the other side of this and I've been on this side of this. And I remember the day I looked in the mirror and I was like, I will never let another woman not know how to do this, because it changed my life. I used to feel insecure in everything I put on. I used to not be present being out in social events, even though I did it all the time. But I was like, bleh, I have a pudge, my belly fat, and I just feel like crap in my skin. It took me forever to get ready. Didn't like what I saw in the mirror. And it wasn't debilitating, but it was so frustrating every single day. So I'm here to help you. I'm here to give back and love and care, because you don't know what you don't know. And I'm here to help you see your blind spots and be like, oh, actually you need this. Oh, actually you need this. Oh, I totally hear what you're saying. Actually, you need this, right? And every woman is different. There is never a one size fits all, literally ever. Okay, so I am always here to chat through those things with you if you'd like, okay? All right, cool. Cool, ladies. All right, I'm like, let me see if there's anything else. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Yeah, I got you, Denise. Give me a bit, honey. Or excuse me. I said, I'm like, I just love women so much, but I know some women are like, don't call me honey. I'm like, no, I didn't mean it like that. I just really care about women so much. But yeah, anyway, I'm here to chat. And I hope that video was super helpful. And if you have more questions from that video, just comment them, because we're here to create videos all the time. I'm going to be doing this twice a week, creating videos to help solve your problems, right? We're here to help. We're here to serve. We're here to support. So let me know what you need and we'll make it happen. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you later.